Hello, my name is PK and welcome back to the PKverse. Where we last left off, we upgraded our Loomian watch and our Loomians actually evolved. Parrots grew to level 16 and Stones zapped to level 18. And from what I heard from our dad, the second tablet piece is actually on Route 5. But before we continue on, I'm actually going to catch our third Loomian for our adventure. And our third Loomian is Gumpod. Now you might be thinking, why Gumpod? Well, hear me out. This little guy is a water type and you already know we're going to need all the help we can get. So far, all I have on my team is a flying type and an electric type. The second battle theater that's coming up is pure fire, so this little guy is going to be the key to our victory. Once we train it up and get it ready, it will be a full sweep. Now I'm using Parachute because if I use Stone Zap, it's going to one-tap the Gumpod and I really don't need that at the moment. I really want to catch this Gumpod on one try. And so with that being said, we are going to use the Scavenge and see how much that does. Gumpod is at the yellow and one more attack should get it into the red. I lied, 2 more attacks should get it into the red. Now that Gumpod is in the red, this is the perfect chance to catch it. Let's hope it doesn't pull some escape artist nonsense on me. In 1, 2, 3, and Gumpod was captured. Gumpod's data was added to the Lumipedia. Will you be giving it a nickname? No. This is actually perfect because most of our battles have been against Geklows and Geklows have been such a pain in the butt for me, and so with a water type added to my team is really going to turn the tides for me in battles. So with that, Gumpod is officially a part of our team. Alright, just taking a little stroll through the area, gotta enjoy the scenery while we can. You know, between all the battles and catching Loomians, sometimes you just gotta take a moment and appreciate the world. Look at this place, nice, peaceful, but I know the second battle theater is waiting to throw hands. And we got ourselves our first trainer. You look tired after climbing those steps. This should give me the upper hand in battle. Before we move on, my Stones up took quite a beating there, so I'm going to heal him and then move on. And with that, our Stone Step is now healed all the way up, and let's continue on our adventure. I hope you aren't planning on going for a swim in the water. Route 5 is full of hot springs, way too hot for any humans to get into. There are, however, some Loomians that can live in the springs. Thank you, sir. That is some valuable information, and it looks like there's some in the springs right now. Man, imagine if Loomians could get tired of all this walking. My team would be looking at me like, bro, can we sit down for a second? Nope, no breaks, we're on a mission. So now that we got Gumpod on our team, I need to start thinking about training it up. Gotta make sure it's ready for the fire type challenge. Maybe I should battle some wild Loomians on the way, or should I just keep walking and see what happens? And look, we got another trainer. I have a quiz on Loomian battle techniques coming up soon and I need to practice. Will you help me? Now that that's finished, I'm actually now realizing that we're going the wrong way, but before we turn around, my Gumpod has actually took a really bad beating, so I'm going to heal it up before we move on. Have you ever wondered where all these MPs are walking to? Like, do they have jobs? Do they just stand around all day waiting to battle? Must be nice vibing in the same spot 24/7. Meanwhile, I'm out here grinding. And look, we got another trainer. I almost got cooked in the hot water springs while trying to catch my Loomians. They were worth the catch though. Check it out! Before we move on, I'm actually going to put my Gumpod in a benched area so it can start gaining some EXP. Man, I gotta say, Loomian Legacy really has some nice environments. Like, who designed this place? I feel like I should be on a relaxing nature walk, but no, I'm out here training for war. Do you ever think about how weird it is that we walk into the wild and throw capture discs at random creatures? Like, imagine if someone just tossed a Pokeball at you while you were just minding your business. That's kinda crazy. Why are you guys doing this? Don't any of you recognize me? It was the cursed rock, wasn't it? I warned you to leave it alone. Someone help me! We all know why those humans are acting that way. It's because of the tablet. But lucky for them, I have some experience on finding tablets. And with that, guys, we have made it to IgneusHollow. We will actually be finding another one of our Loomians to put on our team in this cave. And that Loomian is Skilava. And for this battle, I will be staying with my pure tweet because flying type attacks are actually strong against Skilava. And with this pack, it should get it down to half. Let's see. So with that, we did get the Skilava down to the red, and we are now going to go for the capture disc. And with that, the Skilava should be captured. Oh, never mind. So it looks like the Skilava wants to give us a hard time, so we will go for another capture disc. We will have you on our team. So it is 1, 2, 3, and the Skilava. Oh my gosh, this guy does not want to go on our team. Well, lucky for him, we still got so many more capture discs to go. We are going to capture you. Hopefully with this third capture disc, we will get the Skilava. I'm really hoping because I really want this guy on my team. So there's the first one, second one, third one, and we should get it. Yep, the Skilava has officially been added to our Lumipedia. Will I be giving it a nickname? Not at the moment. And with that, guys, Skilava has officially been added to our team. And with that being said, I'm actually going to put my Skilava in the benched area so I can start getting some EXP. Now, as we carry on with this adventure, who knew that the tablets can actually corrupt humans too? Because as far as I knew, it could only corrupt Loomians. That was such an annoying battle. Well, what happened? I was at the Pagoda checking on some weird rock, and the next thing I know, I'm here. What's going on? Well, sir, if you'd like to know, you actually got corrupted by a piece of a whole tablet that actually flew into this direction in Route 5, and you are now cured. So, are you going to thank me or what? Really? So no thanks? You're not going to thank me? Well, guys, since that guy was so rude, let's actually continue on our adventure to cure the rest of these monks. And there's actually one right there. Huh? Who are you? I must have just had the weirdest dream. I dreamt that something strange happened at the Pagoda and several monks were acting weird. Well, sir, I'm happy that I helped you. We've officially entered the depths of this cave. And I gotta say, this place is dark even though it's being lit by the lava. Like the kind of dark where you start questioning your life choices. Who knows what could be lurking around in the corner? Whoa, what am I doing so close to the edge? It's dangerous in here, be careful. Will do, monk. Before we get going, let me hit my stove zap and then we'll continue on. And it looks like this is where the monk that was being chased ended up. Let's hurry and help him out. Hello, I'm here to save you guys. Please don't do this, Jerem. It's me, Hayato. We used to train together, don't you remember? Ah, this doesn't make any sense. Someone please help me. Well, your help is on the way because I am here. Please, dear trainer, will you help me do something? You'll need to be quick. Ugh, my head is killing me. What happened? Hey Eita, why are you here? You remember me? Oh, thank goodness. Of course I remember you. What are you talking about? You were not yourself. It's as if something took over your mind. What? Nonsense. What you're saying isn't even possible. Unfortunately, I believe you may be wrong. Father, you're here. I came as quickly as I could. Is everyone alright? Yes, we are now, thanks to, what's your name? Oh. Well, PK, thank you for coming to my rescue. I am very grateful to you. So, Father, how did you find us? One of the monks ran into town and collapsed right outside the battle theater. I was notified and rushed to his side. I asked what had happened, and he recounted that some of the other monks in the pagoda became violent. He watched several of the monks chase you this way. What would have caused them to turn so violent, Father? I never seen anything like it. On my way here, I got caught up in a battle with one of our beloved elders who had gone mad. I defeated him and he seemed to come to his senses. He mentioned something crashed into the upper floor of the pagoda. Whatever it is, it must be the source of our problems. This is coming back to me. The last thing I remember was going upstairs to check on the noise I was hearing. That's all I can remember before waking up here though. The top floor is where Ikazune rests when it visits. You don't think Ikazune would have anything to do with this, do you? I don't believe so. I do remember reading through some very old text stored away in the pagoda. Stories about a case, very similar to ours, very long ago. It might be a good idea for me to find those scrolls and pore over them once more to see what I can learn. However, it is unsafe to enter the pagoda until we can first solve the case at hand. According to some of our monks, there are still several others inside who have turned. I have an idea. Maybe PK could help. Think about it, PK single-handedly fought their way through several of the other affected elders to get here. Experience against this dark force might be just what we need right now. What do you say, PK? Will you help us figure out what's causing this mess in the pagoda? Yes, I would. Excellent, I'm glad we can count on you. I will go ahead and make preparations to ensure you can reach the pagoda. Ordinary citizens cannot normally access the pagoda without special permission, but this certainly warrants an exception. I'll have a word with the elders guarding the path so they know to let you through. The pagoda is at the top of the hill on Route 5. If you need anything, I'll be at Heiwa Village. Good luck, I am counting on you. We can't return to the pagoda right now, so I think we'll just head home. Thanks again for helping us. Good luck with the monks at the pagoda. Thank you, because I know I'm gonna need it. So the monks have spoken, and it looks like we've got a serious situation on our hands. The pagoda is crawling with corrupted monks, and it's up to me to help set things right. No pressure, right? I mean, just an ancient, sacred duty resting on my shoulders. But hey, if it means uncovering more about this corruption and maybe getting a strong Loomian out of it, I'm all in. Let's head to the pagoda and see what we're up against. I don't know exactly what to expect, but if those corrupted monks are anything like the wild Luminous I've seen acting up, this could get rough. And it looks like we found a new item chest. We found 5 advanced discs. They were stored in our item app. But anyways, as I was saying, maybe the monks will try to fight me. Maybe they'll just stare menacingly? Either way, I should probably be ready for anything. Also, why is it always me that has to fix these problems? Like I just got here. These monks have been training for years and now they need my help? I guess I got that main character energy. I honestly think my Loomians will be ready for anything, seeing as how every trainer we've been up against we actually beaten and won. So going up against corrupted humans will be nothing. The pagoda is just up ahead and I gotta admit, it got that classic something's about to go down vibe. But before we go to the pagoda, we're actually gonna go to Heiwa Village to heal up my Loomians. And we've officially made it to Heiwa Village. I like that this village is surrounded by water, it gives a very old school vibe. And would you look at the design of the city, it looks so nice. It reminds me of Tokyo, Japan or even Osaka, Japan. If one of these NPCs were to have Japanese dialogue, I wouldn't even be surprised. So before I went to the pagoda, I actually did some off-screen training and grew my Loomians to higher levels. Paratweet to level 22, Skilava and Gumpod to level 16, and Stozap to level 23. So with my Loomians at higher levels, we are now ready to challenge the corrupted monks. And actually, now that I think about it, I'm actually going to put my Skilava up in front so it could gain some extra EXP. And if I recall correctly, I'm pretty sure the temple has a puzzle for me to solve. and the puzzle is going to take me into a new part of the temple. Would you guys be interested in me catching all the legendaries of Loomian Legacy? The legendaries and mysticals like Duskit and Ikazune? Because I am really tempted to do that because I did it before. On my first playthrough of this game, I actually took like, I don't know how long it took, but it took forever for me to get a Duskit, but I actually got the Duskit. Stop right there, young traveler. You must be the young trader Eiko has permitted to enter the pagoda. If it were up to me, you would not be permitted to enter our sacred grounds. However, we find ourselves in a desperate situation. Before I allow you to pass, I must warn you of the dangers that lie ahead. Several of our monks are still contaminated with that darkness. We fear if it is not handled soon, a lot of our irreplaceable artifacts may be damaged and beyond repair. We also suspect that Ikazune, an ancient Loomian, is present. Be careful not to anger it. A young trainer like yourself may not be able to withstand its wrath. With that, go forth and remember that you walk on sacred grounds. Will do, Mr. Monk. I will make sure to not profane your sacred grounds. Alright, we're standing right in front of the pagoda. And I can feel it, something big is about to go down. But you know what? I think my Loomians are ready for anything. We've trained, we've battled, and at this point, I feel corrupted monks aren't going to scare us. So guys, we have officially made it. Let's go. All things must have order. Press Driplet's button just before Vines. And with that guys, we got our first clue. But that clue alone isn't going to help us. Before I go into my next battle, I'm actually going to put my Gumpod up front. And let's get going. All things must have order. Do not press Embed's button immediately before or after Driplets. Thank you for that, and now for the third monk. All things must have order. Press Vines button after all the other buttons are pressed. And that was our third clue. Now it's time for the fourth monk. A trainer such as yourself should not be in here. Even if Akio's granted you special permission, you'll have to pass the Pagoda's test before you can reach the next floor. Figure out the proper order in which to press all of the buttons. Press them in the wrong order and you will be attacked by a wild Loomian. That seems pretty extreme just for getting it wrong, but I'm pretty sure I got the code down. First, I'm pretty sure it's Mbit. Then I think it's Eaglet. Then Dripple. And then lastly, if I'm correct, it's Vine. And with that guys, we have gotten the puzzle correct and we are moving on to the second floor of the temple. And we are met by a corrupted Ikazune. Let's get this battle started. For the corrupted Duskit battle, I wasn't prepared, but for this one I am. Since Ikazune is a fire type, we are going to lead with our water type Gumpod and use water bomb. The Ikazune leads off with a singe and it doesn't do very much, but we are going to go with the water bomb and see how much it does. And it is super effective. The wild Ikazune became dazed. And with that guys, we're going to stick to the same strategy and go for another water bomb. Thunder Jump? Whoa, that is not good for my Loomian. Oh my gosh, that almost took us out. But let's see how much this Water Bomb does. And we have defeated the Ikazune. Gumpod grew to level 18. Ikazune can now be found roaming in the wild. Hello again, champ. Have you found the next tablet piece? Excellent work, you've done it once again. What's that? You discovered that people can be corrupted by these things too? This is very concerning. Well, go ahead and send it over with your digital transport. I want to take a closer look to see whether the virus found on this piece exhibits the same behavior as the previous piece. So with that, guys, we have found the second missing piece of the tablet. Amazing, I will begin studying this new sample right away. Now that we removed the piece of the tablet from the environment, I can begin the search for the next piece. The signal might be thrown off for a while though as the air clears up. You know, if you're looking for something to do in the meantime, there is another battle theater super close to you by Heiwa Village. I'm certain your mother would love to see you show up on TV again. It will also be a great opportunity to train your Loomians to prepare for what lies ahead. If people are getting corrupted by this thing, then who knows what dangers could be awaiting. Be careful out there. I'll talk to you later, champ. And with that, guys, we have officially finished our quest to find the second tablet piece. So with that, guys, I will be healing my Loomians because they have taken a hard beating and they deserve a good rest for all the battles they have been through. This episode has been really fun to record and I really enjoyed doing these videos for you guys. And with that, guys, I will be wrapping up this episode. So if you guys enjoyed this video, I hope you guys give this video a like and subscribe. And on the next episode, we are going to be challenging the second battle theater. See you guys next time.